Welcome to ThinkTech. We are raising public awareness about technology, energy, diversity, and globalism. This show is the globalism aspect of that. This is Center Stage. I'm your host, Donna Blanchard, proud managing director of Kumukuhua Theater. We are coming to you live from Pioneer Plaza in the heart of downtown Honolulu and very near Kumukuhua Theater. I am very excited to tell you about my guests today. I am talking with two members of the metal band Bone Canyon, Kevin T-Bone Boehning, say it with a smile,
say it with a
Ray Kahn. Welcome, fellas. Thank you so much for coming down to our little studio.
Thank you so much for having us, Donna. It's awesome to be here. Appreciate this.
I'll tell you what, I met you guys, we were just talking a moment ago about Kiss Night, the Kiss Tribute Night that we covered here on ThinkTech. What an amazing opportunity that is to meet people that you wouldn't normally get to meet and play with. Yeah. Can you tell me your thoughts, both of you, about what you got out of that experience, that collaboration?
Wow. For me, Kiss was actually my first rock band. So just be able to do any kind of a tribute gig, it was such an honor. And then the fact that Nathan put that all together and everything, we actually ended up jamming with different band members. So even though I had Ray and Mikey there that night, we ended up jamming with a whole bunch of other people. In my band was Kat and Damon and Toby and Jack, and I was just blown away. That was just such a fun night.
Yeah, I had the same experience. It's really fun to play with people that you don't normally play with. So you have different input, different ways of playing a song. So, and then I got to play with Carol, Eric, Mikey, who's in Bone Canyon, and JJ on drums. And
awesome
we had a great time that night, and it was a packed house. So I want to say thank you to Nathan from the Aldo Rays for putting it together.
Okay, we're gonna look at a little bit more of that video, which was put together by the Lolo brothers, Damon Ramsey and Joe Corelli. We're gonna go back into that for just a second. Oh, it's so awesome. Thank you very much, Lolo Brothers, for giving us that video to watch. So that is Bone Canyon.
Yes.
And how often does Bone Canyon play out? Where can we go see you? What do you?
So we try to play maybe once a month, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. Our next show coming up is October 17th. We're actually playing at a wedding celebration party.
Oh, awesome.
For two good friends of ours, Megumi and Camille.
Oh, very cool. So when you came together for Kiss Night, you were mixed in with other groups then. And you both have experience with other groups on the island, don't you?
Yes. I've actually been playing in the local rock scene for quite some time now. Started off playing in high school, way back when, jazz and blues. But then, like I was saying, Kiss was my first band that turned me into a rocker, and been fortunate enough to play the Brown Bags Stardom. Played at a Waikiki show in front of thousands. Way back when they had record albums. And
they were like this big?
Yes, they were the bigger ones. But I've actually played with a lot of bands from Intrepid to Surf Cycle Sexy, Slug, Widowmaker, Big Toe, and very fortunate to be in Bone Canyon at this time. So,
yeah, as their drummer.
As a drummer.
And you've always been a drummer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really don't want to hear me sing. Backing yells, backing growls, that's about it.
And Ray, you're a vocalist and guitarist.
Yes.
Lead guitar.
Lead.
All guitar. Yeah,
right.
It's our only guitar.
Bone Canyon, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've been playing off and on for, 30 years or so, but only kind of within the last 10 years or so, kind of played out more seriously. So in that time frame, I played with Broken Glass, Loaded Dice, put together another original band called Orion, where we put out a CD of our original music. This was like about 5 years ago or so. And then after that, put together another band called Rolling Fire, which is more kind of like a bluesy rock type of thing. And then missed, playing more metal type music. Met T-Bone, Mikey, and Venus when they were playing with different bands and different gigs, and we talked about putting something together, and then here we are 2+ years later.
So none of you were in a metal band at that time, and that's how it came together. I mean, how does it come together? How do you say, yeah, let's have a band? I've got a garage, we can practice.
Well, let's see, the band Big Toe that I was in last, we played a lot of hard rock, some metal. We played, Korn and Helmet and stuff like that. But when we first met, and it was a reunion gig we did, it was at Heavy Metal Heavy Metal Invasion back in 2012 at Rock Bottom. We just kind of clicked. That was the first time I met Ray. And we were talking about doing originals, and just me and him, with the same taste of music, we decided, hey, let's go on the harder route, and then, do it as a hard rock and metal band. So that was kind of on my side, it's like, wow, I want to do this. And big thing for me is I've never recorded a full CD for all the years I've been playing. I actually started in 1980 in high school and freshman and everything, and regretted not recording a full CD. But very stoked that I met up with Ray. But I think you've always kind of been metalhead too, though, yeah?
Well, yeah, I like a wide range of music, but right now, really love the stuff that we're doing. And some of the heavier bands that are out there today. It's pretty amazing that within the last year or so, a lot of metal bands have sold a lot of albums, and it have been like the top 5 album sales just this past year. So I think there's a lot of audience out there for this type of music still.
Yeah. And a really great group of people, followers here in Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii, they're so supportive. I mean,
Yeah.
It's not just, when we're out gigging and stuff like that, it's not just, friends, family members, Ohana and stuff like that. We have a lot of other musicians come and support us. We go out and support them. A lot of the gigs that we end up doing, sometimes we feature guest musicians. Hey, come up, let's play a song together and stuff like that. And the camaraderie, the aloha spirit in the rock scene nowadays is just really, really cool.
That's very cool. That's very cool. I mean, I work with a lot of artists every day, and I know that in theater as well as in music, it's very easy to get some big egos walking
Oh my
around,
goodness, yeah.
like bumping into each
Right.
other. This rock scene, I'm sure there's some stuff lurking around in the corners,
They're
but
out
it
there,
seems like
yeah.
a really awesome group of people that
Yes.
are just very cool to hang out with and supportive of each other.
Yes.
Can we back up just a little bit? You said you regretted that you hadn't recorded a full CD. So what's
yeah.
your status on that now?
So with Bone Canyon, we've actually have 4 songs recorded. We have 2 more that we've written and ready to record, and we're working on 3 more. So at this stage, we're really close to recording and releasing a 10-track CD very soon. But yeah, just been very blessed to be in a lot of awesome rock groups, here locally and stuff like that. And other than that, Brownback's The Stardom album, played the song Wasted by Def Leppard, that band Intrepid, and that went over really well at Marino, my private Catholic high school.
Oh.
But glad and fortunate to be on that one. And then I recorded 2 songs on a friend of mine, Dave Breyer. I met him at University of Hawaii Manoa, and that actually won a Nahoku for Best Rock Album in 2000, but that was like really mellow rock. So, I wanted something that had a little bit more teeth to it, and that's where the hard rock and metal came in. So we're really close to releasing our first CD, so looking forward to that. And
That's
trying to
exciting.
push that out there as soon as we can, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, we're going to go to our first commercial break. It's going fast. We'll come right back. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
We'll come right back on, and we'll see some more of the video when we come back. So stay put.
How's it? I'm Damon,
I'm Joe.
and we're the Lola Brothers.
We are the Lola Brothers.
We are the Lola Brothers. Hey, join us each week where we'll have wacky animations and adventures, and you'll get to hang out with one of our amazing friends. We'll talk about music and what
Life
else?
in general.
Life in general. All right.
Current events.
Current events.
Technology.
You can tweet us at ThinkTech HI.
Tweet us. We enjoy
And
it.
every Thursdays at 5 o'clock.
Thursday.
Join us.
5.
Aloha! How you doing? It's me, Angus McTech, wishing you to welcome and join us to see us on Hibachi Talk on ThinkTech Hawaii. Join my co-hosts, Gordo the Tech Czar and Andrew the Security Guy, every Friday from 1300 to 1345. We look forward to seeing you. We'll talk tech and we'll have some wee bit of fun. And remember, let your wing gang free wherever you be. Aloha!
Hey, welcome back. This is Center Stage on the ThinkTech Hawaii Digital Series. I'm here talking with Kevin T-Bone Boehning and Ray Kahn of the band Bone Canyon. And we're going to go back to that awesome video we have thanks to the Lolo Brothers. This is the song Broken. It's being done at Republic. Back. Thanks so much for letting us play your stuff.
Oh,
and for being
thank you
here.
for having
It's so
us.
cool to see it. I haven't gotten to see you guys live except for on Rush Night, so I'm looking forward to it. Coming up October 17th, you're going to be at...
We're going to be at, it used to be called the Showbox. It's on Dillingham. They changed the name, and I'm not sure. I have to
I'm not
look
sure
up
what's the new place
what it's
called,
called
yeah.
now.
Oh, okay.
But,
Well,
yeah.
this is one of those places where you can say, it used to be the blah, blah, and people go, oh, okay.
It's across from HCC, so it's
Yeah.
like one of those, down the
Yeah.
street, take a left at
Yeah.
that one tree, looks
It's
like
small
that.
island.
Yeah.
So what can do is look for our page on Facebook, Bone Canyon, or on our website, bonecanyonband.com, and then we'll have our dates that we're playing on there, and any updates to where we play, if we're putting on our CD soon, or.
Cool. All right, good way to find some information. Let me ask you guys, what are your favorite bands? Like when you're not necessarily bands here, but big.
I'm old school, so like I said, Kiss was a big band that I always got into, and it was a lot about putting on an awesome show. So that's what I really like with my band Bone Canyon now, our band Bone Canyon now. We put on a show and we go all out for that. But I'm old school metal, so I'm into the Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Ozzy. Type of older rock bands, and still, oh yeah, definitely the big four. Can't ever forget Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, and oh my goodness,
Slayer.
Slayer's coming down. Oh my goodness, Slayer's gonna come down. But yeah, I'm more on the old school rock
Okay.
side, so that's what I bring to Bone Canyon.
What about you, Ray?
Similar, where I kind of grew up listening to the classic metal, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. Similar to T-Bone, the Big Four, Metallica, Slayer, and then been listening to a lot of more slightly newer stuff.
a
So
lot of newer
one of the bands I really love right now is Lamb of God. They just put out a CD recently. Also, the band we opened for, Mastodon, I was a big fan before we got tapped to open for them, and I was going to go see them anyways. And then, lucky we got called to open, so they're one of my favorites too.
Oh, that is so awesome. That's
Yeah.
kind of a dream come true.
It is,
eh?
and we got to meet the band backstage and everything.
Partying
They're
with them
super
afterwards.
cool.
Very cool guys.
So-
Very humble.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Hey, we got a tweet. Storm tweeted us and said, to Bone Canyon, great job on the HRA Awards TV show. You guys sounded great.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks
How
a lot.
cool.
Thanks a lot.
sir.
So that's a new show that we have here in Honolulu that's supporting the rock community also.
Yes, big props to Cliff and Noel on that. We're actually very, very fortunate to be part of their first TV show that they had on K5 this last Saturday at 10:30. And I believe they're gonna redo it, rebroadcast it on YouTube down the line. But yeah, we did lucky to do an interview and play one of our songs, Splinters, on that. But yeah, just been very fortunate.
Oh, that's very
It was,
cool.
yeah.
That's very cool. I think it's important in any artistic community, especially. It's important for all of us who are artists to show that sort of support for people and understand that we are all in this together. And I've had people ask me a lot about, the other theaters in the area, and they're my competition, and I don't believe that at all. I think the more often you get people off your couch, my competition is anything that keeps you on your couch.
Oh.
Keeps you from getting out of your house or out of your computer. So the more times you get used to going out to bars and paying a little cover and having a drink and enjoying some great music,
Live
the
music.
Best.
Yes, supporting
Yeah.
local
So
music.
what
out
we
there.
do that has people sitting on their couch right now, that's cool.
Right.
That's cool.
It's the middle of the day.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when it gets dark, get out. Go support local
Support
arts.
local music, you guys.
Music, theater, everything.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Maybe they're throwing that in. Cheers to that too. So let's go back. We heard a little bit about your background. Ray, can we talk about when you first started? Were you into rock and roll? Were you in high school?
Yeah, I was into rock and roll in high school. Listened to a lot of more classic rock type bands. My favorite band was Led Zeppelin. So one of my big influences was Jimmy Page, guitarist for Led Zeppelin. And then a lot of the other like 70s type bands, Deep Purple, Kiss, and who else? Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, of course, Black Sabbath, the Godfathers of Metal, big influence also. Then, started picking up the guitar. It's what first, I guess, pulled me to the music, just, loving the guitar sound. I did play drums in high school. I played,
Oh, dude.
like, marching.
You didn't know that.
No, there's a lot of
I thought I told you that.
Really?
No, I was in the,
Listen to a lot of fireball shots.
yeah.
Fireball.
I was in a marching band, and I, played the snare drum. But problem is, drums are loud.
No way.
There's no volume control on it. So I had a hard
Sorry,
time, convincing my parents to get me a drum set so I can bang it at home. So, got into guitar, and then,
Glad you did, bro.
yeah. And, I enjoy listening, playing guitar a lot. Over the course of the years, one of the things I really paid attention to was who wrote the songs. I was really interested in, songwriting, the structure of putting it together. And so kind of that led me to trying to write my own songs. And then that led me to where we are now, I guess.
Oh, okay. So that led you to writing your own songs.
Yes.
Can we break that down just a little bit?
Sure.
I've never written a song.
Ray writes most of our songs, and most of all of them, I think, yeah. Except for maybe one.
Yeah, I kind of originate some of the riffs and the structure, and then we all kind of bang it together, rearrange things. But it's probably, when I listen to CDs, I look at, okay, who wrote the songs, and I'm really interested in, because ultimately that is what gets the user interested. You can have a great guitar solo, great drum solo, beat, whatever, but a great song with great riffs, melody, lyrics, everything. That's what captures the listener.
Right. It's got to all come together. So you're writing the lyrics as well.
Some of them I write the lyrics to also. Yes.
Which comes first?
For me, Usually the music comes first. Sometimes I might have some lyrics in mind, and then I kind of maybe write that down and keep it tucked away for future, if I can fit it into a piece of music. But for me, usually the music comes first.
Okay.
So usually we call him, even though I'm the backbone of Bone Canyon, he's bone marrow. So he's the one who comes out with them riffs and everything, and then we kind of, well, next Mikey jumps in on it and then jumbles it all up and makes it really complicated and has it a unique spin on it. And then I come in and I try to make it what I call a friend of ours is Tosh. He's a guitarist from awesome Iron Maiden cover band,
Ironside
the
and
Ironside
Red Root.
guys. So he's always one of the guys that we always see headbanging. So I try to make it Tosh approved.
Oh, Tosh.
Yeah, Tosh.
Tosh
yeah.
was just on the Lolo Brothers
Yes,
show.
yes,
He's an
yes.
awesome
Brothers
guy.
show.
So
Yeah.
then, I try to get like a good beat to it that everybody will get into it, and then Venus and Ray, put the vocals over it, and that's how we've been coming up. But yeah, Ray's awesome when he comes up with these riffs sometimes. So,
That's very
yeah,
cool.
Very fortunate.
So you guys have just been together since 2012.
Ending at 2012, yeah. Yeah, so two and a half years now, because we ended up by adding Mikey after that, and then Venus was actually added after. We started off as a three-piece with me, Ray, and Mikey. So, and then Venus was added afterwards. She was always our secret weapon, and it's like, oh my goodness, we gotta get her on the
she's
board with that. And
kind of awesome.
yeah, she's awesome. Yes.
How many songs do you have of your own now that you do?
Yeah, we're down to 6 that we perform live, and then we're working on another 3 more, I believe, at this time. 3 different
We
ones,
have, we have 3 new songs that are in different states of progress of being written.
That's
And
good.
then, so it's like we work on one, and then sometimes we kind of lose the
Oomph, the driving force.
Yeah, and then so we work on another,
But,
and then,
yeah,
we,
then
then
you
we come back.
get ideas for
or we get
another
more
one, yeah,
ideas.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do covers as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And you cover all of the bands that you were just mentioning a little while ago, I would imagine.
Almost.
What's your favorite club to, now, all the
Oh.
clubs in town to play it, yeah, they're all awesome. We
Yeah,
love
they're
all
awesome.
of them. What's your favorite one to play in?
Me, it's been the Republic, Hawaiian Brands, and Rock Bottom, kind of. Crossroads of Hawaiian Brands. But
Yeah.
I like those bigger venues, and
Yeah.
that's mine. 3.
I like the bigger venues too, but I want to give props to some smaller ones like Station Bar.
Oh, Station
where
is
we
awesome.
played our
That's
first
where
gig.
our first gig was at, yeah.
And
Yeah.
they
Blaine's awesome.
totally support local musicians by having live music almost
Anna's
every
is
night.
another good one now, too. Our gigs at Anna's are really fun now.
And
Yeah.
Anna's, when they renovated the place, new sound system and all, and then Rob manages the bands there, and it's a great setup now.
They're really supportive.
yeah.
Because you've had the tribute shows there.
Yes,
Yes.
a lot of tribute shows happen there.
Yeah.
And, yeah. They've gotten really good with also open mic too, like Station. So that's how new players come out and be able to showcase their stuff, and other bands are out there looking for I'm looking for a singer, and like, hey, this is the guy I want. Just watching him do like a open mic night kind of thing
Yeah.
too. So that's a very supportive thing. But we like all the clubs. I mean,
That's cool.
we just turn them all into big parties, and a big part of that party is all you guys coming out to support us, man. Because if it wasn't for the audience, our friends, family, other musicians out there supporting us, then it wouldn't be the same. We wouldn't be where we are.
Yeah.
Very, very blessed at that point. Yeah.
What do you, I got a big question and just a little bit of time, so I think we're going to slide into the next break.
Okay.
And we'll come back from the break and hear a little bit more of the music. And then I'm going to come at you with a big question. So stay put, because I know you want to hear it. Thanks, Storm.
Okay, this is ThinkTech Hawaii, and it's Wednesday. Every Wednesday is Energy Wednesday here in Hawaii, the state of clean energy. 4 to 5 p.m. every Wednesday. Come and listen to us. And just to show you what I mean, I'm going to ask Sharon to tell us more.
Come and see us every Wednesday, as Jay said. And we have people like Jim Albers from HECO here, and co-host Ray Starling here every Wednesday. We not only go on Olelo and OC16, but also stream live. So please come visit us, hear about the latest in clean energy.
Okay, Jim, you've been here. You got any comment on all this?
As important as energy is in all of our lives today, this is a great forum and a great format to vet those issues. So I encourage everybody to listen in and participate.
Okay, Ray, what do you think for a close?
Well, I think this is the greatest show in the energy world here in Hawaii. You can come here every week, 1 hour, and catch the latest on what's happening and hear from the people who really know what's going on, like Jim Alberts. We appreciate your coming today.
Thank you.
Ray Starling, Sharon Moriwaki, Jim Alberts, and Jay Fidel here in Hawaii, the state of clean energy, 4 to 5
Aloha.
p.m. Wednesday. Aloha.
Aloha.
Hey, welcome back to Center Stage on the ThinkTech Hawaii digital series. I'm Donna Blanchard, proud managing director of Kumukahui Theater, coming to you live from Pioneer Plaza in the heart of downtown Honolulu. And if you would ever like to join us in the studio, you can do so. Just email j@thinktechhawaii.com. I'm here talking with a couple members of Bone Canyon, and without further ado, we're going to give you another look-see at their show at the Republic. The song is Broken. Enjoy. Okay, we are back with Kevin T-Bone Boehning, say it with a smile, and Ray Khan. Okay, so here's my big, what was my big question?
Good, perfect.
I had a big question. Oh,
biggest
here's
one.
my big question. What is the greatest obstacle that you think you guys face as far as being in a band, being in a metal band, being musicians? What are the obstacles that you're facing now?
Whoa, that's a pretty intense question. Huh.
I think right now, there's so many entertainment options that people have, you know, whether TV, sports, video games. You know, it's a bit harder to get people to go out to see shows. Is one of our challenges. So, you know, really encourage people, you know, go out, you have a great time, you know, support the band, support the local scene, and that will increase interest in getting more bands out there and getting bars to have live music, you know, instead of the jukebox or something, you know. So
Yeah.
that's one of the challenges we're seeing.
Okay.
Me, I kind of think us being in a metal band in Hawaii, I mean, you know, I'm Hawaiian, you know, born and raised here and everything, you know, and I'm just not into the Hawaiian music scene, but that's a really big, you know, money-making thing, and, you know, a lot of tourists, you know, come down and want to see that. But being in a rock band, especially a metal band in Hawaii, is not an easy thing to do, but, you know, thanks to people like you having us on your show, and Lolo Brothers, HRA TV, Hawaii Rock Awards, and all the promotion we do, you know, on Facebook and everything, it's actually, you know, for all the years I've been playing music here, you know, in the scene, it seems to be coming back really strong for the rock scene in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you think of Hawaii, you don't really think of rock bands or metal bands, you know, it's like, what's the ukulele action going, you know, and, you know, let's go check out
Well,
the
but you
bus.
got to have metal fans who are tourists.
Yes, oh, and then a
you
lot
know,
of the
so
military
they're looking,
too.
oh, in
Big
the
time in the
military.
military. Oh,
Oh, yeah,
military
so they've got to be,
crazies, yeah.
looking for it when they come here. When you go on vacation, it's nice to get the local scene, but you also, if you're here for a week, I would imagine, you'd like to be able to indulge in whatever your passion is.
The local rock scene, yes.
So is Waikiki supportive of the rock scene?
Yes, they are. I mean, we used to play a lot at like Jazz Solar and Wave Waikiki way back when. Now you got, like Irish Rose and a little bit different scene there in Waikiki,
A lot of good bands
There's a lot
still
of
play
good-
at,
yeah.
like I said, Irish Rose, Kelly O'Neill's,
Master Vaz, Elephant, they're doing awesome. They're Missing Dave, a lot of bands playing Waikiki.
Snappers. They have 11th Hour play there regularly.
All right.
Yeah, so, yeah, they still have a lot of good bands and support for live music in Waikiki, for rock too.
Especially when they have those big ones that come, the big ones that come down, to check out bands touring. And usually, Hawaii is like one of those stopover places on the way to Japan and stuff like that. So, very fortunate to see, like Mastodon, who we got fortunate to open with, and they play at the other venues, the Republic, etc., Crossroads and everything, Underworld events over there too. So, just very fortunate to, they do stop over here, and then a lot of people just come out of nowhere, and you see them at these rock shows. It's like, wow, where did all these people
Where
come
did
from?
you all come from?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So they're reaching the local crowds, but they're also reaching, it's hard, everybody wants to reach those tourists.
Yes, of
I
course,
run a
of course.
theater, let me tell you, brother. I want those tourists coming in
Yeah,
my
I'm
door.
dying.
It's hard to get them
Right.
because everybody wants them. You pay a pretty penny for it.
Yeah.
So anybody who is bringing them in, you have to know they are really investing in you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so that's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool to hear that that's happening.
Right.
So where do you guys want, you're working on your CD.
Yes.
What are your plans for the future? Where are you going with this?
Wow. So we've also been very fortunate. One of our upcoming gigs, we do this Bridge of Pacific tour. So that was actually, this is our second time around, and this will be January, February of this next year. We actually get to, very fortunate to go up and play some gigs in Portland and Washington State, on Pacific Northwest up there. And then, I'm looking forward to getting that CD out and just gigging and continuing to party with everybody and just do some, as much as we can for as long as we can. That's my goals,
Hold on, back the truck up there, T-Bone. This tour that you're doing, how is that, did you arrange that? How did that come about?
Oh, well, actually, Ray hooked up with a good friend, Jack, Salvatore Jackman. He's from this band, Demure. Demure is up there based out of Portland, and Jack used to be here. from what I understand,
Jack lived in Hawaii for several years, had a lot of bands here, got a lot of promotion to do shows here. So we got to know him, became a good friend.
He came to a couple of our gigs. Yeah.
Came to a couple of our gigs,
Liked us,
us. So he had moved to Portland with his band there, and they're doing well there. And so they asked us, okay, we have this concept called Bridge of the Pacific, where they'll bring some Hawaii bands to play up there, and then we'll bring some
Bands from there.
from Portland or wherever to come down here and do shows. So it took a little while to get everything all set up, but we made it work, and we had a great time
Oh,
in
it's a lot of
Portland
fun. First time I
and
ever gigged up in
Washington.
the mainland. It was very supportive, and then Demure is Portland, and then maybe it might be another local favorites, Jesus Wears Armani. I don't know if they'll be able to make it, but they're a local metal band that ended up moving up to Washington. So they just came down and just did a metal fest also at down at Crossroads just a while ago, and we were looking forward to gigging with them. So got some local ties to Washington and stuff. Yeah.
Let's just clarify for the moment. You said Jesus Wears Armani.
JWA,
I just want to make sure
that's
that
the name of
everybody
the
heard
band,
that.
yes.
Yeah, it's the
You
name of the
find them
band.
on Facebook too.
It's awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Okay, so that's cool. You're going to be able to get your music up there. Do you, I'm thinking about the monetization of this. I'm sorry, it's kind of my wheelhouse to think about, okay, how do we make sure that the community is supporting art not only by going out to see it, but you need to be rewarded for what you're doing also, yeah. So once you have a CD, you'll be able to sell that. Are you getting a portion of the door? Is there financial support coming in?
Yeah, for the most part we try, yeah.
We do get a portion of the door. We also have T-shirts.
And
that
speaking
we
of which,
encourage.
on behalf of Bone Canyon, I would like to present with you one of our shirts
Yay, I'm so
to
excited.
you. So you guys can always get these shirts. at our gigs. Only $15. Awesome logo.
It is.
I have Venus. Her good friend came up with this, and then this is one of the things that we'll sell, promotional items until we get our CD.
Your merch, awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is my first rock and roll shirt.
No
since
way,
No,
come
no,
on,
no,
come
no,
on.
wait. Since I bought David Bowie's shirt at his Sirius Moonlight tour in
Oh, nice.
1983. So
Ground
thank you.
control
I'm
to
going to
Major
wear this.
Tom. Nice.
Yeah, you're in really good company
Oh, awesome.
on my
Definitely.
chest. Where was I going?
I don't know. You got it, man. Cheers.
Cheers. So I know that I've done a lot of shows for absolutely no pay whatsoever, and I don't want. We do it for the love. We're
We do.
passionate
We do
about
a
what
lot of
we do.
freebies ourselves.
You
Yeah.
do it anyway,
Yeah.
right?
For the most part, when we were trying to do gigs, and we'll charge like a very minimal amount at the door. We'll split it equally, with everybody there. Even if we're bringing like extra equipment, like our own, like my drum set. Ray has a PA system and stuff like that. And then all the money that we do get, from T-shirt sales and from our gigs and stuff, we've been throwing into a band fund to help with our CD. So that costs money to make the CD and stuff. So thanks for coming out. You're helping us with our CD. Appreciate it. Keep it
That's
up.
awesome. You're doing God's work by coming out and supporting these guys. I want to say, Zuri, I haven't even been paying attention. Have you been running those awesome photos that we have? She's showing
Hey,
right
there's
now.
an animal. There's my mascot. That's the way my drum mentor, Animal from the Muppets. I'm just a slammer. So
Oh, that's
and then
very cool. I
I'm
do
a
love
bistro.
me some Muppets.
nice.
So these photos that we're going to be looking at are coming from
Better eat.
Joe Corelli.
Joe
one of
Corelli,
the Lowe
really
brothers.
awesome photographer.
He really is.
Yes.
Yeah, we've just been very fortunate too with a lot of people out there. With Joe and Damon. Mark Helser is another awesome photographer. Raul sometimes catches
Raul
us. Yeah.
gets great shots of us.
And then,
Yep.
good friends of ours, if it's not my wife Amy or his wife Dana, our friend Deanne, she'll come out and catch music videos of
the
us.
shows.
And then, let's see, who else has done? Jenny from Leather Tees, Tatiana. She's done stuff. Yeah,
You
busted
taking a
taking us
selfie.
up.
Yeah.
Hey, that was
Taking a
like
selfie.
such a huge crowd. I was just like, oh,
We had
this
to make
has
sure it
to
wasn't a dream.
Yes, you had to make sure it was a drink, correct.
Oh, that's very cool. Hey, I saw you in a commercial.
Give it a shaka.
What's up with that?
That was actually for HGEA, and it was a contest to send in a commercial of you just doing a shaka. And 3 years ago, my wife's sister and cousin and niece, we're all here and we're cruising around the island, like you tend to do when you're local, showing others around and stuff. I went up at the Poly Lookout, and then we're taking a picture of them, and their hair was just all over the place. It was a windy day, so I was like, hey, I want to get one of those too, So I had them take a picture of me, and I actually sent it in, and then that contest, they actually said, yeah, you won, and my ugly troll head at the Poly
it's
Lookout.
an awesome
So
picture. It's an awesome
give a
picture.
shaka.
He's the one with the hair.
The hair.
Flying.
It's
Awesome
all about the
like
hair.
straight up.
Yes.
I'm so happy to have had you guys here. Thank
this
you
is
so
awesome.
much for coming in to
Thank
do
you.
the show. It's been wonderful
Really
talking to you
appreciate it.
and getting to know you, and I look forward to seeing you play live and seeing the rest of your band as well. Maybe we can talk another time. Are you going to be at Rush Night?
I won't be able to, no, unfortunately, but you have some awesome musicians there. So
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So, but we'll be at our October 17th gig at the former Showbox, and then we have a
Possibly
gig at
doing a
the
gig.
Crossroads on November
yeah, November
21st.
Oh, okay, 21st, yeah.
Was it 21st?
Is that Thanksgiving weekend?
It's the weekend before Thanksgiving,
okay.
the Saturday.
Metal
It's called
Feast.
Metal Feast, and we're featuring 3 bands from the Big Island
bands.
coming down
Big
to play
Island
with
metal
us.
bands
Oh,
coming down.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's where? Did you say Hawaiian
That was
Brides?
Hawaiian
Crossroads,
Brides, Crossroads
Those
Hawaiian
are
Brides.
Crossroads Hawaiian Brides. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to thank a few more people. I would like to thank Zuri Bender, our studio overlord, who is in my ear. Thank you. I'd like to thank our floor manager, Sachi Slomoff, who's right over there. Thank you, Sachi. And Jay Fidel, who somehow manages to put it all together. I'd also want to make sure I give a shout out to the Lolo brothers for the awesome visuals that we had today. And thank you for being here. We will see you again next week. Bye.
Aloha.